So you want to become a data analyst or looking for a job as a data analyst? Then this video is absolutely for you. You've done lots of research and decided it's the career for you, or perhaps you keep hearing about this rather interesting job title and are curious to learn more. Either way, you want to know exactly what a career as a data analyst entails and, most importantly, how you can make it happen. You guys might have some questions. Like, are data analysts in demand in 2023? How much can data analysts expect to earn in 2023? How does remote work affect data analyst jobs? How can you stand out as a newly qualified analyst? And so on. Well, you've come to the right place. We will discuss all this question in details. You can think of this video as your complete data analyst roadmap. Not only will we set out the specific steps you need to take to become a data analyst, we'll also give you a good overview of what a data analyst actually does, and show you the most important hard and soft skills you'll need in order to be successful and employable in the field. Follow the advice in this data analyst roadmap and you'll be well on your way to becoming a fully fledged data analyst. So if you're ready, let's start today's topic. In this video, you'll find the following sections. 1. What is the state of the data analytics industry in 2023? 2. What does a data analyst do? 3. What is the typical background of a data analyst? 4. What skills do you need to become a data analyst? 5. Data analyst roadmap, your 5-step plan. 6. Key takeaways and next steps. So, how can you go from complete beginner to employed data analyst? Let's find out. 1. What is the state of the data analytics industry in 2023? If you're thinking about becoming a data analyst, you'll want to know, is this a smart career move? That's a tough question at the best of times, let alone in the midst of a global pandemic. For many, the past couple of years have turned out to be rather catastrophic, so you're right to be curious, and perhaps nervous, about what 2023 has in store. So, what can you expect from the year ahead? Let's take a look. Are data analysts in demand in 2023? When considering a career as a data analyst, it's important to think about the wider context in which you'll be working. As individuals, we're generating masses of data all the time, data that is interesting for businesses and organizations as it tells them something about how we behave in relation to their products or services. The more we rely on digital devices and services, the more data we generate and, in turn, the more important it becomes for companies to make sense of this data. To give you an idea of just how big the big data market is, it's estimated that by 2025, it'll be worth $229.4 billion USD. What does that mean for you? Well, the data market is growing exponentially, and so is the need for data analysts. So, to answer the question, data analysts are very much in demand in 2023, and will continue to be for the foreseeable future. Great news for anyone considering a career change. Now let's discuss. How does remote work affect data analyst jobs? It's impossible to talk about the data industry in 2023 without considering the previous few years. The pandemic has changed many aspects of how we live and work, and the data industry is no exception. One of the biggest and most obvious shifts is the rise of remote work, which has increased by 300% since the pandemic. As a data analyst in 2023, you should anticipate working remotely at least some of the time, if not on a full-time basis as the pandemic continues. If you're learning data analytics through an online program, you'll already have an advantage when it comes to showing employers that you can work autonomously and remotely. We've covered the topic of what it's like to work as a remote data analyst in this guide, including an overview of the remote job market and tips on where to look for remote data analyst jobs. How can you stand out as a newly qualified analyst? As we've seen, data analytics is a rapidly growing field, and data analysts are in high demand. Still, breaking into a new industry can be daunting, especially in such unpredictable times as these. You'll need a few strategies up your sleeve in order to find relevant opportunities and set yourself apart. Here are some tips at a glance. Target high-growth sectors that have survived and/or thrived during the pandemic, for example, healthcare and health services, home delivery and logistics companies, online education and remote learning, and digital media and entertainment companies. Focus on personal branding. As a newcomer to the field, it's important to market yourself in a way that highlights both your newfound skills and any transferable ones you bring from your previous career. You can learn how to start building your personal brand here. Use your newcomer status to your advantage. Although competition for jobs might be especially fierce right now, you offer many unique perspectives and benefits as a newcomer to the field. Be sure to highlight these in your applications. This is something a career coach can help you with, so choose a program that offers such support. Now the question is, how much can data analysts expect to earn in 2023? Last but not least, how much can you expect to earn? Data analysts can expect to earn an average salary of $64,743. Senior data analysts can currently expect to earn around $90,495. While this salary data provides a good benchmark, it's important to bear in mind that salaries vary depending on location, how many years of experience you have, and the industry you work in. We take a closer look at data analyst salaries in this guide. There's no denying that 2022 continued to be a rocky year in the wake of 2020 and 2021, and 2023 will no doubt come with its own unique uncertainties and anomalies. However, as we've seen, the data industry is booming and skilled data analysts are more important than ever. Without further ado, let's look at how you can make your career change happen, starting with a recap of what data analysts actually do in their day-to-day work. Now let's discuss on second question, which is what does a data analyst do? So, what does a data analyst actually do? If you're looking to carve out a career in the field, it's important to know what the work of a data analyst entails and how it differs from other roles. In simple terms, data analytics is the process of analyzing raw data in order to draw out meaningful, actionable insights. These insights are then used to help businesses make smart decisions. You can learn more about what data analytics is in this introductory video. A data analyst seeks to answer specific questions or challenges that are relevant to the business, such as how can we boost customer retention rates, or how can employee satisfaction be improved? To do this, they collect or extract raw data from relevant sources, a CRM database, for example, or an employee satisfaction survey, organize and clean their dataset, for example, by removing duplicates, and analyze it using the appropriate technique. The type of analysis performed depends on the questions being asked and the type of data involved, but the analyst will usually be looking for patterns and trends. With the analysis done, they visualize their findings in the form of graphs and charts before presenting them to stakeholders. Finally, based on what the data tells them, the analyst will make recommendations about what the company's next steps should be. Data analysts work with a range of business intelligence and analytics tools. They are typically expected to be proficient in software like Excel and, in some cases, querying and programming languages like SQL, R, SAS, and Python. To work as a data analyst, it's important that you're comfortable using such tools and languages to carry out data mining, statistical analysis, database management, and reporting, but we'll take a closer look at the skills and tools you need to master in Section 3. Now let's discuss. What is the typical background of a data analyst? Now we know, broadly speaking, what a data analyst does. You might be wondering, what is the typical background of a data analyst? What experience do I need? As we've seen, a career as a data analyst will see you bridging the gap between data and business strategy. Data analysts are, therefore, very comfortable working with numbers. They also tend to bring at least some business acumen to the table. In terms of formal education, data analysts typically study related subjects, such as maths and or statistics, finance and or economics, computer science, information management, business information systems. However, that's not to say that you can't become a data analyst if you don't possess one of these degrees. There are many other fields of study or professional experience that can prepare you for a career in analytics, including marketing, IT, and customer service, to name just a few. Now let's discuss. What skills do you need in order to become a data analyst? Now we're getting to the crux of how to become a data analyst. In this section, we'll outline some of the key hard and soft skills that employers are looking for when hiring data analysts. We've also included some tools and languages that data analysts might work with. Not all of these skills and tools are essential for every data analyst role, but we've included those that frequently come up in real job descriptions. Data Analyst RoadMap, soft skills. Communication, collaboration, and presentation skills. Problem solving. Research. Attention to detail. An analytical mindset. An affinity for numbers. Good organizational skills and an ability to meet deadlines. Some commercial knowledge or business acumen. A methodical and logical approach. Now let's see. Data Analyst Roadmap, Hard Skills and Tools. Proficiency in Microsoft Excel. Knowledge of programming and querying languages such as SQL, Oracle, and Python. Proficiency in business intelligence and analytics software, such as Tableau, SAS, and RapidMiner. The ability to mine, analyze, model, and interpret data. The ability to work with large, complex datasets. Solid understanding of data profiling and requirement gathering processes and principles. Expertise in data visualization. The ability to communicate findings and to make actionable recommendations for the business. The ability to deploy commercially viable statistical models. It's important to note that data analysts can work in pretty much any sector, from finance to healthcare to marketing and beyond. Most organizations gather raw data and hire analysts to turn it into actionable insights. This means that, in addition to the core skills outlined above, each company will come with its own unique set of requirements. You'll get a good idea of the kinds of companies hiring data analysts and what they're looking for simply by browsing through job ads. We recommend searching data analyst on sites like Indeed and LinkedIn. Now let's discuss 5. Data Analyst Roadmap, your 5-step plan. By now, we've got a good understanding of the kinds of tasks and requirements that come with the data analyst job title. If you like what you've read so far, it's time to think about how you can make it a reality. In this section, we're going to answer that all-important question: how can I become a data analyst? 1. Get familiar with the fundamentals. 2. Commit to the process with a structured course. 3. Hone your soft skills. 4. Start networking. 5. Refine your portfolio and prepare for the job market. Now let's discuss on Data Analyst Roadmap, Next Steps. That just about concludes our Data Analyst Roadmap. You now have a clear, step-by-step plan to follow in order to learn the necessary skills and break into the industry. Before we go, let's recap on your plan of action. 1. Get familiar with the fundamentals, learn about the different types of analysis and practice using some formulas in Excel. 2. Sign up for a data analytics course, opt for a certification program that offers expert mentorship, career coaching, help building your portfolio, and a job guarantee. 3. Hone your soft skills. Refer back to our list in section 3 and make sure you can demonstrate all of the soft skills needed to become a data analyst. 4. Start networking. Join data analytics groups on LinkedIn, get involved in your student community, and consider attending local meetups. 5. Refine your portfolio and prepare for the job market. Work with your mentor and your careers coach to get your professional portfolio ready, optimize your online presence, and start practicing for interviews.